Okay, Emilio and I are going to do what we call a lightning speed class. In 5 minutes or less, we're going to try to show you the 7 most common IKKYO errors. IKKYO, as you know, is the first technique that you learn in Aikido, and that's because it's, in my opinion, the most difficult to do well, and you need the most amount of time to practice it. And if you test for Q rank, probably on every single test, your first technique will be IKKYO, no matter what. It can come from a number of attacks. We're going to demonstrate it from a Shomanuchi attack and go over the 7, what I think are the 7 most common errors in IKKYO. So, okay, let's start the clock. Number 1 is clashing. So in number 1, let's do the left hand, please. So number 1 is clashing. Aikido is the art of blending. So if he comes into me and I go straight into him, that is a mistake. Aikido is not about clashing. If his energy is moving this way and mine's moving this way, that's clashing. That is not Aikido. Instead, you should move off the line and blend with your opponent's energy. So, number 1 is clashing. Do not clash with the incoming attack. You wouldn't run into a car. You would try to get out of the way. Coming out this way. All right? That's mistake number 1 and how to fix it. Mistake number 2 is what we call collapsing. If he attacks me, and when I meet with him, I'm in a collapsed position. If Emilio walks away, look at this. My arms are all collapsed. We call this T-Rexing, dinosaurs with little arms. That's that. So when I meet with the attack, I want my arms fully extended and not collapsed, which, how's your posture now? Like, you feel strong?
No.
But out here, it's worse, right? So that's mistake number 2. Mistake number 3 is grabbing the top hand. As the attack comes in, people grab the top hand, and they shouldn't do that. Instead, you should cut and roll the elbow this way. If you grab the top hand, the reason why it's a mistake is because I'm giving Emilio a reversal opportunity to grab my elbow and do IKKYO. Really shove me out that way. Really shove. Yes, see? So I'm giving Emilio a reversal. That's mistake number 3. Most common error number 4 is advancing with the wrong leg. Most people, when they do IKKYO, they go forward like this. And notice I have my right or my inside leg forward. The problem with doing IKKYO like this is that he can grab my leg. So instead, you should always step with the outside leg. So it looks like this. As it comes forward, I move out this way. Now, can you grab my leg? No, because your wrist is resting on my knee versus having this leg forward where he can grab my leg. So that is mistake number 4. Most common mistake number 5 is bending over. Nage tends to bend over. If I want Emilio to go down, I go down. Now, notice we're both off balance now. Okay, you're off balance and I'm off balance. In fact, he may be more on balance than me because he's got 3 legs on the ground. I mean, an arm and 2 legs. He's got 3 appendages on the ground, and I only have 2. I'm bending over. I don't want to bend over. I should stand up and bend my knees instead of bending my waist. So, number 5 is don't bend over. Instead, stay upright, bend your knees, not your waist. Number 6 is when you take your opponent down, you have to take them all the way down. When I take Emilio down, if his elbow goes to his knee, or if he puts one hand on the floor comfortably, I have not successfully performed IKKYO. So I come out like this. If his elbow goes to his knee, can you stay on your feet? Yeah. Notice his elbow's on his knee. I see this at seminars all the time. This is incorrect. How do I know? His wrist is lower than his shoulder. This relationship makes him strong. I must reverse this relationship, and I do that by extending forward. Notice his right hand went down to the mat. It's no longer resting in a casual position on his knee. This is mistake number 6. And mistake number 7 is people think IKKYO is a pulling technique. It's not. It's a driving technique. More similar, not a pulling technique. So most people go like this, and they pull. That is incorrect. It should be a driving technique with the hips by extending through the elbow hand. So as I blend, push, and I have my posture, and I'm standing upright, etc., etc. But this is a pushing technique, not a yanking or a pulling technique. By the way, how's my posture?
It's broken.
Right. So this is what I call a 5-minute class on the 7 most common mistakes when performing IKKYO.